game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Quarterback making checks. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. Calls his own number. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the back. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25 situations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. To the air, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. He wants to change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Sategna. Lots of running room. finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's up. He's loose. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
To the air, it's Mateer. Rushes on him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. Not much of a decision to make. There's the defense will move him back. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. start this drive going to the air. They'll run the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Wheeler. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Gonna run it. It's Ott. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's up. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Gus Meyer. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. LSU right back to the line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got room to work. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Watkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the snap, it's Berry. Got it behind the line, it's Perry. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? LSU quick to the line. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Now on the move. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to fire on second down. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm. I think that's why he missed that throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking for his man in the middle. Already toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And that one works great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
To throw, it's Mateer. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now.
It's a seam wide open. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Red pass, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU right back to the line. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires into the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wide receiver going in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Running through contact. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hand off from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favored, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.